Ladies! We back.
Look at all this stuff.
To help the nation shop savvy.
£800 on grey jumpers.
They're spending so much money.
We challenging families
Everything's been taken from me.
to live with our money-saving swaps.
Oh my God!
And giving the great British public their say.
My hands certainly feel smoother.
Can I have a sniff?
I think they look cheap.
Just under 100 quid.
You're joking. I'm Steph McGovern.
Come on, just keep it going.
And I'm Alex Jones.
They're so expensive. Poof!
And we want to show you
This is the saving. Oh my God.
how to shop well for less.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Yes!
This time, we've got a fight in our hands. With a house-proud mum
You are the queen of chandeliers.
and a determined teen.
I'm not washing my hair with them products.
Desperate for help in more ways than one.
Thank you, Alex, so much. That means a lot.
This week, we're in Essex
Oh, look at that skeleton there, look.
with the Tinos, a family screaming out for help when it comes to their spending. Single mum Antoinette lives with her children in Leigh-on-Sea.
I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Ellis is nearly 15, Alessandro is 8 and Lucas is 3 years old. Is that fun?
My mum, she's so funny, just crazy and just loving. I think we're really close as a family.
Antoinette has her own holistic therapy business,
My hands are cold, but they're all warm up, you know it is.
which she juggles with being a mum.
It's hard being a single parent because there's only one income coming in. Yeah, I do find myself spread quite thinly.
And in order to compensate for this, Antoinette wants to give her kids a lovely home.
I like my home to look nice. It's not keeping up with the Joneses, it's continuing the life that I did have in the past.
Mum's home's important to her because she wants us to be brought up in a nice house. Mum likes to spend her money on candles, throws, cushions, flowers.
I buy at least 6 bouquets of fresh flowers every week. It makes your home look nice, like my chandeliers. I have 11 in my home, 10 in the house and 1 in my treatment room.
She's got so many, it's unreal.
Antoinette's not just spending on their home, she's determined her children want for nothing.
I want to make sure my children are looked after, and if I can give them what I can, then I will.
She spoils a lot of us, but Ellis, she gets more.
I like to have shoes, perfumes, bags, makeups, all the accessories. I do wear a lot of brands.
And like a lot of teenage girls, appearance is everything.
Ellis loves to look good. She's got to have her hair cut, eyebrows waxed, her nails done. I mean, she's nearly 15. When I was her age, I never wore makeup.
Good, lovely. So 80% for that price?
Ellis even has a personal trainer.
I'm scrolling through Instagram or something and I see all these like skinny pop stars and then I think I wish I was as pretty as that. So there is a lot of peer pressure.
All this is costing Antoinette a fortune,
Lucas, dinner, darling.
but to her, it's worth every penny.
The bullying started when I was in year 7. I was just getting so much rubbish from people. It got to the point where I was saying to Mum that I wanted to move school. I feel safe when I come back to family because I know that I'm not at school until the next day, so I know I can just relax. If I didn't have my family, then I actually don't know what I would do because I know I've got my brothers and I've got my mum, and when she buys me stuff, it makes me feel better and happy.
I am definitely weak when it comes to Ellis. She's my baby girl. And I feel that with everything that has happened, I just want to get her something just to boost her back up. Should we head back now?
But Antoinette can't keep spending the way she does.
As a single mum, there is more pressure, so the money's very tight. I need to look ahead, because you never know what's around the corner. So I need to start saving for the future for the children.
So it's time to rein in her shopping habits and fast.
If I carry on spending the way I am, God forbid what will happen. I don't even want to think about that. And that's why I need the help now.
That's why we've landed in Essex, and whilst the Tolinos are out, we're snooping around their home to find out where the big bucks are being spent.
Ooh, this is a nice house, isn't it?
Wow.
Look. My goodness, there are more huge light fittings in here.
Oh, it's like so decadent, isn't
Yeah.
it? This could be our holiday home, couldn't it?
Yeah.
We're not on holiday now, though, Steph. We've got work to do.
Look now, count how many throws are in here.
Yeah, there's
1,
quite a
2,
lot of
3,
throws.
4, 5, 6 throws.
And candles as well, they're everywhere, aren't they?
I think she's all about interiors.
It looks the part, doesn't it?
It does.
But I bet it costs the part as well.
Always a downer.
Look at this. That's the bill for the landline. Nearly 240 quid.
And it's not just this monthly phone bill that's mammoth.
Mobile phone bill, £103.90. From what it says here, she's going well over her contract every month and it's costing her a fortune.
Oh, yeah, look. It's supposed to be about £28.
Some of them, it's like 5 times it.
Yeah, there must be a cheaper tariff for her.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's go and see if we can see more chandeliers. So you reckon every room?
Every room. It's like Elton John's house, this. Ah, see? What did I tell you? La la.
A chandelier in the bedroom? No
Yeah.
way.
Oh, my goodness. Look how many great jumpers she has. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grey items just
And do you know
there.
what? There's one poking out here as well. Oh! There aren't enough days in the week for all these grey jumpers.
But when it comes to Antoinette's spending, things are pretty black and white.
Oh, gosh, this is tidy for a teenager's room, isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Look at all these makeup brushes as well. God. I mean, brushes are not cheap either, are they?
No. There are tons of leggings here. That's a few £100 worth, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, who doesn't like a legging? We can get cheap leggings.
Right, we've seen enough. It's time the Tolinos confront these excessive shopping habits. So before they get home, we're setting up a pop-up shop of all their biggest spends.
That looks lovely.
That looks really good, doesn't it?
And by the looks of it, we've just finished in time.
Oh, it's cold out there.
Ladies! How are you?
Sorry, give me a fright.
Oh, you weren't expecting that, clearly.
No.
Now, we've been here all morning,
Right, okay.
having a good look, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous,
Yeah,
this house.
it's
Thank
such
you.
a nice house. But there's a couple of things that we just want to have a quick chat about.
Okay.
Follow us then.
Okay, come on,
Okay.
then, come through.
It's time this mother and daughter duo came face to face with their excessive shopping habits.
Come on in, ladies. Oh, my God. Come and have a look.
It's a shop.
Do you recognise it?
Yeah. Great.
Yes, all the grey tops.
I do like grey.
Never.
And the candles, look. Look how many candles you got, it's ridiculous.
No.
I mean, it makes for a lovely display, though.
It does, doesn't it?
Really lovely, but it comes at a cost.
Yes, it does.
So, do you think you spend too much money?
Yes, I think I do, yeah.
Why do you think you do that?
Because I like nice things for my home. Yeah.
So why have you asked for our help, then? Why are we here?
Because it's only me with an income, and now I've got to think, right, I've got to start putting money to one side for the children and even for a rainy day, because
Yeah.
I've got my own business and, you know, if it's quiet,
Yeah.
I've got backup.
So we're going to go through some of the areas,
Okay.
aren't we, and see
Wow.
what you think.
And we're jumping straight in with an Antoinette favourite.
We went into your bedroom. We opened the wardrobe, and there they were. Ah, the selection of grey jumpers. It's like some sort of obsession. How much do you think that collection's worth?
I would say £700,
Add another 100.
£800.
£800 on grey jumpers. Well done. That's quite an achievement.
Antoinette's full jumper collection actually comes to a massive £2,000.
You've got 45 jumpers and 15 of them are grey.
But she doesn't just spend big on comfy knits.
How much do you think your mum has spent on cushions?
About £400.
Yeah, quite close.
Yeah, do you know?
Could be in the region of about 500.
Yeah, you've spent £500 on cushions.
But they're nice. They make a home.
Yeah, but £500 for all these cushions. You could spend that on something else.
You.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The average UK household forks out £82 a month on homeware and furniture. Antoinette can spend triple that.
If you're in the Antarctic, you will be okay in this house because you've got that many throws that you could wrap the whole street in it.
Do you know how much your throws are worth?
I would say probably in the region of about £400.
Go for it.
Up.
Yeah.
Quite a bit up, actually.
£700.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
And the numbers keep mounting up. Her collection of 50 candles and holders cost nearly £500.
That's a lot.
And it is like literally burning money.
She's even been buying doorknobs at £45 a pair.
And you've got one on every door.
Yes, I have.
Hang on, it's 2 on every door, otherwise you can't get out.
Yeah, good point.
But there's one expense that shines brighter than the rest.
We could not get over all of the amazing lighting fittings. Like, you are literally the queen of chandeliers. Why so many of them?
A chandelier makes a home.
And Antoinette's lighting has cost over £3,500.
That's bad.
You look like a naughty schoolgirl.
And that's not even the biggest expense. Her sofa and armchair come in at nearly £4,500.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
It is, and there's me saying, I need a new sofa.
Yeah, you don't.
No, you don't.
Well, Ellis isn't getting let off the hook. She spends Mum's money like it's going out of fashion.
Ellis, you've got 19 pairs of leggings.
Ellis.
They were all really high-end brands.
Yeah. I just like branded stuff and just makes me feel like confident in that.
But all these brands come at a hefty price.
Do you know how much they're worth?
£80.
£80?
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at the label of them to see the price?
No.
It's £530.
Ellis.
Leggings.
But who's bought them?
Me. I know.
Right.
Mum's also forked out an astonishing £200 on makeup brushes.
We need to rein that in.
And we just bought some the other day.
How much did you spend on them?
£70.
Just for the brushes.
£70 on makeup brushes?
Yeah.
Ellis has also racked up a whopping £500 on makeup.
That's a lot.
Add that to the beauty treatments, toiletries and personal training sessions and Mum has spent around £2,500.
So is that how it works with you two? You basically ask for something and you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
But Mum also likes to spend. Her 15 bedding sets have cost a small fortune.
That's around £1,000 worth of bedding.
She's poured £500 out on tea sets.
Wow.
And the monthly mobile bill isn't cheap either.
You're always going over your contracted allowance, aren't you?
Always, every month.
Yeah, because it should be around 28 quid a month.
Yes.
Yeah, and on average, we're working out it's a lot more than this.
Nearly £100 a month. Add their landline too, and Antoinette's phone and broadband is costing around £2,500 a year.
Oh, God.
But you need a different deal, clearly, because you can't stay within your bundle, can you?
No, I try, but I always go over.
Yeah.
And there's one final expense that's just blooming ridiculous.
And you love your flowers as well, don't you?
Oh, I love flowers. Yeah, I buy flowers every week.
I know. You're spending almost £2,000 a year.
So how much have the Tolinos spent in all the areas we've looked at?
Just over 29,000.
Wow, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
On just these areas of your life. I mean, how much of a difference would it make if we could try and save some money in those areas?
A big, big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, please help.
Are we on board?
Yeah, we're on board.
We're on board. Hooray. Right, I want a knife and I want to try some of this cake.
You've been dying to do
I know.
that all
Oh, the
afternoon.
sprinkles, though.
29,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I was really shocked.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So if I can stop spending that amount of money and start putting money away, then I'll be happy.
It's time for this family to kickstart their savings pot.
No, don't do that.
If the Tolinos are to change their spending habits, we need to come up with a plan of action and fast.
Oh, Antoinette's house is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, so nice. I mean, she's got such lovely taste, doesn't she? But of
Yeah.
course, she's obviously spent an absolute fortune. The other thing is the fact that she says yes so easily to the children, especially Ellis, the eldest.
We need to look at trying to get her to stand on her own 2 feet a bit more and not
Get a
rely on
job.
her mum. Get a job.
I had a job at that age.
Yeah, I loved my job at that age.
So
It was
did I.
brilliant.
Because it gives you a sense of independence, doesn't it?
Yeah. For me, I think it's all about the cushions, the chandeliers, the candles and the children.
Nicely done.
It's my big 4 C's.
I'll buy a few throws off her, to be fair.
Right. Tuck in, love.
Tuck in.
To put the Tolinos' big spending ways to the test, we've taken over their house.
Gee.
I do think it's nice, but it just looks too shiny.
We've swapped old for new
I actually think it's really nice.
It is nice. Teapot's lovely.
and banned some things altogether.
Oh my God. I can't get my beauty treatments. I need my eyebrows done.
Because this family desperately need to change.
I do not like the bedsheet. It's actually making me feel sick.
This is nice.
If they're to start saving for the future.
I like the cushions.
Yeah, I like them as well.
Yeah, I like them. I'm open to change. Like I said, I need to cut back, need to start saving.
Oh, let's get this money-saving experiment underway.
Team Tolinos!
It's day one in Essex, and we get in straight down to business to tackle Antoinette's big spends on her home.
Look at these lovely plates.
Oh, yeah, I really like them.
And friend Trudy is here to give a helping hand.
Would you like some cake?
Oh, thank you. Yes, just a slither.
We want to show Antoinette her home can have a designer look without the designer prices. So we've replaced her crockery and cake stand.
What I like about it, it's striking. I love the colours and the pattern. It's lovely.
Great start. At £22, ours are nearly 90 quid cheaper than her designer ones.
Yes, I would swap it. It's nice.
And while Mam and Trudy enjoy a cuppa,
Whoa.
We've given Alessandro a new fragrance to try out.
I wear my aftershave every day to school, and even when it's weekends and stuff.
Mum spends over £50 a bottle on his usual scent. So if this is a winner, she could save over £30.
I will swap this one for my old one.
Great stuff, Alessandro. Back with Mum and Trudy, and they put in the sofa to the test.
It's really comfortable.
I love it. I'd take it home and put it in my house now.
That's the spirit, Trudy.
Antoinette's original sofa cost £2,500. Ours isn't velvet, but at just under 550 quid, it could have saved her a small fortune.
But it's actually quite nice, isn't it?
And when it comes to homeware, there's plenty more savings to be made.
Oh, yes.
Nice, isn't
Oh, I like that.
Antoinette's usual cushions cost £40 each. Ours are only 8 quid. That's a massive £32 saving per cushion.
They're no different to my other ones. They're nice. I like them. They're really nice.
So far, so good. What do you think of the new throw?
This is absolutely lovely. Yeah, really nice. Soft, isn't it?
It looks expensive.
Actually, at just £18, this is 82 quid cheaper than your original.
I like it. This one's staying, please.
When it comes to soft furnishings, we spend around $6 billion a year. But can the great British public spot the difference between high-end and high street?
I think I am quite good at recognising what's expensive.
We're putting 4 similar-looking but differently priced herringbone throws to the test.
The quality of fabric, the feel is quite important, and maybe the weight of it.
First up is our high-end luxury merino wool throw at £125. Next, a department store's own brand acrylic throw at £40. Our second cheapest throw is also acrylic and comes in at £25. And finally, our budget acrylic option at £16. But can any of our shoppers spot which throw carries the highest and cheapest price tags?
That feels really soft and quite good quality.
This one, it's a nice feel, bit more body to it.
It still feels a fairly good quality throw, but I don't think it's the same quality as the first two.
It's actually really hard to tell. I don't know.
The most expensive would be this one. That's got a nice feel to it.
And this one I think is the cheapest. I feel it's the cheapest as well.
feels very thin. I think it's the cheapest.
The most expensive is this throw. It does look a really good quality throw.
I'm going to go with this one. It just feels like it's better made, higher quality. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
After a good feel, the cheapest fooled our shoppers. It took top spot, beating the most expensive, which came in a surprising 3rd place.
Well, that one I thought had good texture to it, actually. Quite surprised it's the cheaper one.
I do think that's a bargain, very much so.
So if you want to get as snug as a bug in a new throw, it's definitely worth shopping around.
Back home with Antoinette and Trudy, there's still one decadent homeware item we've got to tackle.
In the past, I have spent on a chandelier just over £800 in the past.
Have you?
Yes.
Can we convince her she doesn't need to spend big on the bling?
It's not grand, is it?
No. If I'm honest, I'd say it looks a little bit on the cheaper side.
Well, at 120, it's nearly £750 cheaper.
It looks bare. I just don't feel it fits nicely in this room. If I found out that this chandelier was way, way, way cheaper, I still wouldn't put that in my dining room.
It's clear that when it comes to her home, Antoinette is happy to splash the cash. So I'm back in Essex to show her quality doesn't always have to cost the earth.
She's got chandeliers worth £4,000, so it's time to bring some illumination into her life about how to save money when it comes to lighting. Hello! Are you all right?
Yes, you?
Yeah. Follow me.
OK.
I've got a bit of a challenge for you. I want you to have a look at these 4 lamps and tell me which you think is the priciest.
On test today are 4 tripod floor lamps. The cheapest is $58.99. At $120 is our second cheapest. Our next lamp comes in at £185.90. And finally, our most luxury light at £225.
What are you looking for?
I'm always drawn to colour and it has to be sturdy.
Right, sturdy.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. Do you do this in the shop then, give them a share?
Yes, I do. Yeah, and people look at me and think, what's she doing?
Yeah.
After a thorough inspection, which lamp is standing out for Antoinette?
So at the moment, which one do you think's the most expensive?
This one.
Right. And which one do you think's the cheapest?
That one next to you there.
Right. I think the true test, though, is to actually see what they're like.
OK.
When they're on. So should we start with this one then? I mean, do I look better in this light now?
You look the same.
Has that changed your opinion at all?
No.
OK, let's go with your one that you think's the most expensive.
You see, I like that.
Yeah, so this is still your favourite so far?
Yeah.
OK, do you want to go for the one next to you?
OK.
I mean, I'll be honest, they all look the same, don't they?
They do. I mean, this one seems taller than the others.
And should we do the final one?
Here we go. It's a bit bland.
Yeah. Which one do you think's the cheapest?
I think this one. Don't like that one.
Antoinette usually has expensive tastes, but with the price tags hidden, she's ranked the cheapest 2 as the most expensive, and the priciest lamp, the cheapest of the lot.
That's actually the most expensive.
Oh, wow.
£225, that.
Really?
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Yes.
So when you're out shopping, you shouldn't be just drawn by what the price is. The most expensive doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the best quality or it's going to be the one that suits your house the most. And that's why, you know, you really need to shop around when you're doing this.
Yeah, I could buy 2 of them.
No, you're not buying 2 of them. Do you feel like, you know, your life has been illuminated with this information?
Yes, definitely. I like that.
I'm lighting up your life.
You definitely are.
I'm going to carry on with these lighting puns until you kick me out.
No, thank you, Steph. That's brilliant.
Antoinette is now seeing things don't have to cost the earth to look top-notch. Now it's the children's turn.
Yay! What do you think of them, Lucas?
Can they add to the savings pot?
Leggings and a jumper. I actually really like it.
We've swapped their expensive branded clothes for cheaper alternatives.
It's kind of similar, it's just that that's got a different symbol.
First up, the baby of the family. Antoinette buys Lucas around 4 pairs of branded trainers a year.
What's that, Lucas?
Star.
So we've given him a pair that costs nearly £30 less.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think Lucas loves the shoes. They were a big hit. You don't need to be spending money on branded shoes for a 3-year-old.
Great start. That's a gold star for you, Lucas.
Well done.
Let's hope Ellis is as easy to please. Like most teenagers, image is important and it's all about the brand.
They're like exactly the same material as my other leggings, but these haven't got a brand on them.
And by losing the logo, this outfit, including the trainers, is just over £130 cheaper than her usual gear.
The leggings feel a bit weird on my legs. The shoes are big on me and they make my feet look really bulgy. The jumper's really soft and these look really nice, the stripes. The jumper I would swap, the leggings and the shoes I wouldn't swap.
Ellis isn't convinced, but she does like our unbranded jumper, so it's definitely a step in the right direction. Can we strike it lucky with Alessandro? Like a lot of youngsters, he loves his footy. But will he love his new unbranded kit? We've replaced his hoodie, joggers and footy boots, but how do they match up?
My whole outfit, I'm swapping my old joggers because they're the exact same, but they might be just a little bit cheaper.
It's all a lot cheaper, and when Mum hears it could save her over 80 quid, I think you could be swapping it all. But what does Mum make of her new wardrobe?
Oh, wow.
Antoinette has spent hundreds of pounds on her grey jumper collection. So can we convince her she doesn't need to spend big for a good knit?
I am very fussy when it comes to a jumper. I can spend up to about £100 on a jumper, sometimes even more.
And that's why we've replaced one with a supermarket own brand.
It feels lovely and soft. It's quite similar to a couple of my expensive branded jumpers, from like the neckline and the sleeves. But yeah, it feels nice. To me, this looks very expensive.
Well, you're wrong. It's £12.50, and seeing as you buy around 6 a year, this could potentially save you a massive £460.
Feeling the texture of the jumper and the style of it, I would say it's a swap.
Antoinette loves her jumpers and believes the more she pays, the better they are. But do we really need to spend top dollar to keep out the cold? Hello, madam.
Hello, hiya.
We've hit the blustery streets of Southend-on-Sea to test out 4 very similar knits.
Do you like a polo neck?
I do like
I can see you in a polo neck,
yeah.
look.
I wear them sometimes.
Each jumper is 100% merino wool, but they all have very different price tags. Our cheapest comes in at £24.90. Next, a high street brand at £29.50. At £55 is our mid-range sweater. And finally, the most expensive pullover at £99. But can the public tell the difference?
Have a look at them, have a feel. What says quality to you?
Probably a bit thicker than the thinner one.
Yeah, it's not quite as thick as this one, is it?
Oh, God, I wish I had this
We
on.
are.
You do.
We're jealous. So which out of these jumpers do you think is the dearest?
That one.
That one. Why?
It looks more expensive.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say it's quite expensive, this one. Yeah, it's quite soft.
All right.
This one would be the most expensive.
Why?
The stitching looks quite nice on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Attention to detail, we like that.
They all feel similar, don't they?
I think this one.
You think that's the most expensive?
Okay. Now this one is actually the cheapest, the one you thought was the most expensive. That's just under £25.
The one you thought was the most expensive is actually the second cheapest.
Oh, that's good.
Just under 30
See, I will
quid.
buy that one.
Cheapest.
I'm sorry, that one.
This one.
That one.
That
yeah.
one. Right,
Okay.
okay. The one you thought was the cheapest is the most expensive. Just under 100 quid.
You're joking.
After a thorough feel, our testers have placed them in reverse order of cost, with the cheapest taking top spot and the most expensive coming last.
So what have we learned about polo necks?
Quality is not always in the eye.
Of the polo neck beholder.
That's it.
So when you need to wrap up, you don't necessarily need to spend big. Well, there we have it. Most people thought that one was actually the cheapest and it was the most expensive.
I know, we completely polo
over the wool over their eyes.
I can see where you're going.
Pull over the wool, yeah?
Back at the Tolinos. Like a lot of teenagers, looking good is key for Ellis. We want to show her that she doesn't need to go high-end to get great results.
That smells horrible.
We've replaced her usual shampoo and conditioner for bottles that cost £1 each. And with a saving of 600 quid a year, it's surely worth a pop.
I'm not washing my hair with them products. I'm very particular when it comes to shampoo and conditioner because I love my hair.
Well, that didn't go to plan. Will we have more luck with her makeup?
It's a nice foundation, but I think it's really oily.
Not the best start. How will the face test go?
It's fine. It's really smooth when you're putting it on. It feels more light than my other one. And it's not really because it's not covering up like my red bit underneath my eye. But I think it is a nice foundation and it goes on really nice.
Mixed reviews for the foundation, which is surprising as it's actually Ellis's usual brand. But what will she make of our cheaper mascara?
I like this mascara, it looks really nice on me. And I didn't even put a lot on there and it still makes my eyelashes look really natural.
Just goes to show that branded doesn't necessarily mean best. Changing to this £2 mascara could save over 200 quid a year.
It's a swap, yeah.
Result.
It's never easy separating teens from their phones. So we've been kind and haven't taken Ellis's phone away. Instead, we just wanted to try a cheaper brand.
I don't like it.
You haven't looked at it?
I have.
Her friend Thea has come along to check it out.
To me, a phone is a phone. It makes calls, you can text on it.
It's cheap. The camera quality in that is rubbish.
Well, if Ellis wants to switch to this handset in the future, it could save Mum nearly £400.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
What if Mum can no longer afford it?
Then I'm stuffed.
As it's Mum paying the bills, you might not have a choice.
I'm not having that as a phone.
Well, this is proving tricky.
Ellis isn't alone in loving her mobile. In the UK, nearly 80% of us have a smartphone. But if you want to stay in contact no matter what the weather, you need to get yourself a pair of touchscreen gloves.
Yes, my hands do get cold on the rink, so the gloves need to be warm, they need to be dry, they need to be able to work in the damp.
I think the more you pay, they might be better quality.
These figure skaters are testing 5 pairs of touchscreen gloves for warmth and performance. First up, one of our cheaper pairs.
They're keeping my hands warm. Yeah, I think they're really good. They work how they would if I didn't have gloves on.
Now for the priciest.
I think it's a really nice glove, it's really warm. The thumbs don't seem to work very well. It's a lot easier to text with a finger, but it's probably not going to be as quick.
Will the budget ones do better?
All the functions work just the same as how they usually would with just my fingers. I think they're really good gloves.
Next, a sports brand and second most expensive.
They feel really soft. Yeah, it's working well.
And finally, the mid-priced pair.
They're really warm, like they're just as warm as my actual skating gloves. They work just as well as when I don't have gloves on.
It's been a finger-tapping routine.
Do the thumbs work as well?
Yeah, the thumbs, all the fingers work.
See, my thumbs don't really work.
Oh, okay.
But which gloves got our skaters' top score? The results are in. Getting the biggest thumbs up, the second priciest at £19.95, leaving the most expensive last and the cheapest tied in second place.
£1, that's really good for second place.
Just goes to show you don't know, do you? You never know.
If Antoinette wants to start saving, she needs to rein in her spending. So I'm back in Essex to get to the bottom of one area in particular, where she just can't say no.
I wanted to talk to you about how much you're spending on the children.
I do find it hard to say no to my children, especially to Ellis, because with everything that she's going through, I just want her to be happy.
So how is her school life? What's the relationship with her friends?
Where do I begin? Ellis gets bullied. I'm going to cry now.
Don't upset.
She gets called fat and ugly. I mean, it is starting to get a little bit better, but, you know, she's had it from year 7 and now she's in year 10.
All that time.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't have the right brand, people think, oh, you can't afford it, you know, your mum's single. When she went through a stage where it was really, really bad, she used to come out crying. She just wants to go to school, she just wants to keep her head down, she just wants to get an education and get a really good job. And it's hard because every time I drop her off, I think to myself, please have a good day.
Because all you want to do is...
Yeah, just protect her. Just want to protect her. If I can buy her something, whether it's makeup or clothes, and just to see her face light up and not always be down in the dumps, then yeah, I will do that for her.
How many times a week do you think you're buying something for Ellis?
Oh, with Ellis, it would be every week. And I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I do. And I know I've got to stop.
I can totally see why Antoinette spends what she does on Ellis. But we think less shopping and more quality time together at home will be much more therapeutic and much better on the purse strings.
I've got a little bag of goodies here.
OK.
Now, in here, there are some dressing gowns. Look, they're lovely. Lovely fabric, don't you think? Face masks, some moisturiser. Why don't you just take that with you? Have a day spa at the house, you two. Relax, have a chat. Just the pair of you inside, no pressure, no going anywhere. That could work, and just see how that pans out. Because you can't go on, Antoinette, can you, spending money like this? You can't.
Thank you, Alex, so much. That means a lot. It's much cheaper than going out shopping, yes. So to have this at home and spending that quality time with my daughter, I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
It was a very difficult conversation with Antoinette. I mean, she seemed to react really positively. They do need to spend some time together, so I'm hoping it's just a small step in sorting a very big problem.
And the pamper session went down a treat. Spending quality time together.
It's cold. It's meant to be cold.
As well as saving the pennies is priceless.
Don't make me laugh, it's gonna crack.
Antoinette knows she needs to change, but the kids need to play along too.
If you just join the game and everyone else is in a match, then you can spawn as a zombie.
Alessandro loves his computer games, but it's costing Antoinette around £300 a year on in-app purchases. So we've got a plan.
To help you manage your spending in this area, we would like you to limit Alessandro to one £15 voucher a month.
So that means I can only spend £15 a month?
Yeah, £15 a month.
That's fine.
It. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, love you.
So Alessandro's in Mum's good books. Can Lucas do the same? We've given him new bedding to snuggle into.
Do you like it? Why? You scared?
Yeah.
Oh, Lucas.
Oh, don't worry, Lucas. There are other designs to choose from.
My first impression when I saw Lucas's bedding, I thought, wow, that's really nice. Where's that from? I really like it.
And Lucas looks pretty happy too, which is great, as at £15, it could be another £10 in the saving pot.
I would say the dinosaur bedding is a swap.
It's not just Lucas's bedding we've changed.
Well, when I first saw it, I didn't really like it. It didn't really blend in with my room.
But it's £130 cheaper than your designer set.
This bedding isn't a swap, no.
If Ellis was spending her own money, she might think twice about what she really needs. So I'm back in town to try and get her to change her ways.
Like a lot of teenagers, Ellis is costing her mum a fortune, but I think it's about time she started standing on her own 2 feet. Hello! You all right?
Yes, you?
Yeah. Right, ladies, what I want to talk to you about is your spending on Ellis. Because like loads of parents out there and lots of teenagers, you know, you like all your beauty products and things, but they can cost a fortune, can't they?
They can.
With the money, do you know how much roughly you're spending on beauty and makeup a year?
£500?
It's quite a lot more than that.
Okay.
It's 4 times that. So it works out at about £2,000. Yeah. Now, how much do you reckon the average 14-year-old gets for their allowance each week? Any ideas? Do you know?
£30?
A week? £30 a week?
I'd say about £50.
You're both going to be shocked by this. On average, a 14-year-old will get a week
£8?
Yeah.
Really?
So what I would like you to try is to give Ellis an allowance. So for now, why don't we double it and say £16 a week? Now that means a year, it would be 830. So that would save you just less than £1,200 a year. So that would be quite a big saving
That
for
is
you,
a big
wouldn't it?
saving, yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about, though, is you might be thinking, oh, if that's what I normally spend, that's quite a lot less. So have you ever thought about getting a job?
I want to get a job, but I'm too young at the moment.
Well, it turns out you're not.
Oh, OK.
So you can actually work at 14, as long as your school are all right about you working and you get a permit from the council. The rules are you can't work before 7 o'clock in the morning or after 7 o'clock at night. You can only do 2 hours a day on school days or on a Sunday, but on a Saturday you can do 5 hours a day. What type of job would you like to do?
I want to work in like a salon.
Well, I have some good news because there is a salon local to here and they are looking for somebody to work on a Saturday for them.
Oh, that's good.
And we've worked out you could earn around £4.20 an hour. So let's say you're doing 5 hours a week. That works out at around £1,000 for the year.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's what you could have a year. How do you feel hearing all that?
Yeah, it's good because I know that I can actually start doing a job, like working now.
Yeah, and that'll give you extra money and it'll save your mum loads. Also, the good thing about working in a salon is you might get tips from customers. Also, you might get discount on getting your hair done.
That's an expense for me as well.
So we're up for it.
I am. You up for it, darling?
Excellent. Right, do you want to practice on my hair? I bet you could do it much better than I've done it today.
I'm really excited. I actually really want to get a job. Then I don't need to keep relying on mum and I can just spend as much as I want on stuff that I want.
I'm really pleased with how that went because I think really Ellis does want more independence. Gosh, she's like lots of teenagers, isn't she? And I think just showing her how she could do that on her own, have her own money, earn her own money, and then help her mum out as well, it's a win-win, isn't it? The whole family are starting to see it's time for change, but we still need to tackle Antoinette's landline and mobile bills.
In the past, my phone bills were like astronomical, ridiculous.
Both phones plus broadband cost Antoinette around £2,500 a year. So we're banning the landline.
What's a landline? Oh.
And instead have given her a communication bundle for mobile phone and broadband, more suited to her usage, to stop her going over her package allowance.
I think there'll be a huge saving to be had. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't know you could get the whole lot all in one. Sounds like a really good package deal. Really good.
And don't worry, Ellis, you can still get broadband without the landline phone.
Yeah, as long as I've got Wi-Fi, I'm all right.
Antoinette is also guilty of spending nearly £2,000 a year on fresh flowers.
When I buy them, it just uplifts me and I like coming home, designing them into the vase and displaying them. Just makes you feel good.
So we've replaced her blooming bunches with some flowering plants, which will be cheaper and longer lasting.
I never really thought about plants, to be honest with you. I associate plants to be more kitchen, conservatory and in the garden. But it's definitely opened up my eyes.
By ending the calls and cutting back on the flowers, Antoinette could see her savings pot grow.
This orchid flower actually smells really lovely.
But if we're really going to help Antoinette build up her savings pot, we need to tackle Ellis's love of brands. With a collection of leggings worth around £500, I've brought her to a gym to see if she can spot high-end from High Street. First up, the cheapest at £14. Next, a popular high street brand at £25. At $39.95, a more expensive pair. And finally, our priciest at £60.
Right, now then, Ellis. So what I want you to do is to put them in your order of favourite to least favourite. Have a little feel, have a look at them, have a closer look, and then tell me what you think.
Right.
Now, what are you looking for then?
fitted, stretchy ones that are actually really nice, soft material, like these ones.
Ellis has picked the second most expensive as her favourite. All the leggings are her size and are made from the same material. The only difference is that some have more elastane than others. That's what makes them stretchy. But which will be the most comfortable?
What do you think?
They're too tight.
Oh, okay, uncomfortable?
Yeah, they're just like uncomfortable and too like tight.
Well, try them. Will you do that for me? Okay.
Ellis is going head to head with Mum to see how each pair hold up.
Go for it!
First, her least favourite.
So you're concentrating so much on the punching now, you've forgotten all about the leggings. Gosh.
Oh no, she's gosh.
Can end up with a broken nose now. Okay, 5 seconds left. Time up, ladies. How did they perform? Did they feel all right?
They're too uncomfortable.
So not comfortable?
No.
Not impressed?
No.
Next into the ring, our cheapest pair.
God, you've got a serious punch on it.
Tell me about
it. Oh my goodness. Is it good for venting frustration? So, how did they work for you in comparison to the last pair?
They are actually more comfy, and I can like bend down more in them than the other ones, because they're quite tight.
Our third contender are the most expensive leggings.
You need a good quality legging just to keep up with you. And time up. So, the third pair then, how did they perform?
They stretched a lot, but they're not comfy.
And for the fourth and final round, Ellis's favourite.
How much are those leggings? Oh, they're so expensive. Poof! She's making it a good one. It's the last one. She's going for it. And that is time up. You'd be glad to know.
That was me. She was going
Very
for
good.
it then.
Yeah, she was going for it. Last one, see. Did the leggings do what you wanted them to do?
No.
No.
I can't really move in them.
And do you think that's because they're quite thick in terms of material?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that your order of preference might have changed.
Yeah.
OK, let's get out of the ring, girlies. Just drop the pads and the gloves. Let's get out and have another look.
Sparring test over. Which pair has hit the spot for Ellis?
Tell me now, which is your favourite?
I like the silver ones. They just actually felt really comfortable.
With a dramatic change of heart, our brand fan has actually put the cheapest pair in first place, with her original favourite being knocked down to fourth.
Would it surprise you if I told you that your first choice is actually the cheapest pair?
Oh.
Yes! £14 a pair. And would you actually buy the ones that you put in first position?
Yeah, I would, because they're comfortable and they just fit me fine.
And does it matter whether they're a brand or not?
No.
Brilliant result.
Good result.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. There's my wine.
Cheers.
Definitely time to celebrate. Brand-loving Ellis has turned a corner.
What I've learned is that you don't need to spend as much money on a pair of leggings.
And hopefully it means a big boost to Mum's savings pot.
I was really surprised, but it's a result for me. I like it.
We're coming to the end of the experiment.
You want to come see my new door handles?
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice those.
Some things have been a roaring success.
I actually quite like them.
They're nice, aren't they?
Whereas others
I don't like it.
have not been quite so popular.
Feels nice and comfortable, but it's just not for me.
But there's one final challenge we want the whole family to embrace. To stop them shelling out the cash.
Wow, look at that one!
Wow, what's in the box? Let me have a
Candles. Oh, they smell well nice.
Antoinette blows £500 a year on candles and holders.
Exciting, isn't it? Bit more sand, okay.
If we can get them making candle holders instead of buying them, it could save over £4 a candle.
Yeah, I would have one of these in my room because it's just like a memory. It shows that we can actually have family time.
And it's much cheaper than spending time together at the shops, Ellis.
Do you like them? Yeah. I did love that idea because it was spending family time and each one was unique for the children and it's something that I can cherish. Oh, Sandra, that looks lovely.
We've reached the end of the week in Essex, so we're back to see how the Tolinos have got on.
She's not an easy case, is she?
No, and being a single mum, there's a lot of pressure on her, isn't there?
Of course.
But, you know, if she wants to save for the future, which she says she does, then all the things we've talked to her about could make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, it has changed me. It's really made me look at things now, hasn't it, when I go shopping. So I'm hoping that it's going to shock me, and fingers crossed that there's going to be a big savings.
Hello, how are you? You okay? Yes, you? Can we come in? Yes, So how have you found the Shopwell experience?
I found it really interesting. It's really opened up my eyes.
There is more out there than branded stuff and that.
Oh, yay! She's speaking our language.
We thought it was going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's a positive start.
Let's hope we keep those positive vibes going. We're starting with an Antoinette favourite.
They're no different to my other ones. I like them. They're really nice.
If Antoinette had bought these cushions, she could have saved a massive £148.
These cushions were £8.
No, they weren't.
No.
From where, Steph? Tell me quick.
Hold on. What? The pad and the cover was £8. Wow.
Are you in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
It's a swap.
It's a swap.
Excellent.
It's a comfortable start. Was Ellis as made up with her new makeup?
I think it's really oily because it's not covering up like my red bit underneath my eye.
It definitely wasn't yours then?
No.
Do you think it was cheaper?
Yeah, way cheaper.
You're so wrong. It was yours.
I told you it was yours.
No, it wasn't.
It was. It was yours.
Why did it feel different?
Because
it's in your
psychologically you thought it was cheaper.
And if you can't spot your usual branded foundation, it might be worth trying some cheaper ones.
What about the mascara?
I liked that mascara. It made my lashes look really long.
And did you think it was the same mascara?
No.
Did you think it was one that was more expensive, cheaper, same price?
I think it was more expensive.
Right, OK. This was the mascara we gave you.
Ooh.
The saving is £19. This cost £2.
What are you using?
Really good expensive ones.
Yes, £2 mascara is good enough. Is that a swap?
Yeah, it's a swap.
This could save the family nearly £230 a year. But Ellis isn't the only one that likes to spend big.
Oh.
There aren't enough days in the week for all these grey jumpers.
Would you consider a jumper like this in the future?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, the difference in price is £76.50.
That jumper cost £12.50.
£12.50.
And you loved it.
I did. I really loved it.
See?
Oh, I feel really sick.
So it's a winner.
It's a winner.
The girls are doing their bit and the boys have stepped up too.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What did Lucas think of his little trainers?
Oh, he loved them. And they're lovely. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're really cute, aren't they? Yeah. So, they would be a saving of...
£27.
Swap.
Even Alessandro is playing his part by using a prepaid voucher to limit his online gaming costs.
That saving is £120. And it's not just saving you money, it's helping them prepare for the future.
Yeah.
This is all crucial to them understanding what a budget is when they're older. Oh, wow. So is that a swap?
That is a swap.
Excellent.
But we still need to shine a light on Antoinette's most extravagant obsession.
If I found out that this chandelier was way, way, way cheaper, I still wouldn't put that in my dining room. It's not a swap, I'm sorry.
Would it change your mind if I showed you all this money? Because this is the saving, is £749. So it's quite easy to say no, isn't it?
It
and
is.
then you hold that, and then suddenly, psychologically,
your perspective on
it
things.
feels a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, no, I would.
This saving is for just one chandelier. With Antoinette's collection of 11, the future saving could be massive.
Oh, my heart is beating. Can I sit down?
This family are becoming really switched on. In fact, despite only a few no's...
Trainers.
No.
The Tolinos agreed to 77% of our swaps.
So the phone package would save you £103.66.
Yes, that's a swap.
But we also wanted Ellis to become independent and money savvy.
So I chatted to you about the salon. How did it go?
I've got an interview on Wednesday.
Have you? Amazing.
Yeah, can't wait actually,
Yeah.
because it's being grown up now, and if I'm bored at home on a Saturday, then I can just go and work.
Yeah, and earn money.
Yeah,
and help your mum out and buy your own things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a bunch of successful changes, there's one last swap that could make the Tolino savings pot blossom.
This orchid flower actually smells really lovely. If it means saving money, I will consider buying fresh plants.
Here's the orchid. The saving we've worked out per year.
Oh, no.
Are you ready for this?
I'm going to hold on to the tape.
You may need a new chair to sit in. 1,000, yes, £891.70.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is mega money though.
Yeah.
£2,000 a year nearly.
That's ridiculous.
That is a lot of
That
money.
is a lot of money.
Imagine what you could do with that money.
That's it, plants everywhere now.
So it's time to find out how much this family could potentially save.
So if you take on board all of the tricks we've shown you and the swaps that you've agreed to going forward, it's a saving of £13,400.
That is life-changing.
God, yes.
13,000 is a really good start, isn't it?
Very good start.
And would make you feel so much more stable.
Yeah.
And you've got a savvy sidekick now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a 2-car mascara, we love that.
So you can start looking after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me more emotional now.
No.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh. Well done. Oh.
I really enjoyed the whole process. I loved it, absolutely loved it. I'm just so lost for words because now I can just look forward to the future and say to myself, I can do that and I can put the money away for the kids.
And there's even more good news. Ellis got the job.
Yeah, my little girl's growing up.
Gosh, they really came together as a family, didn't
Oh,
they?
yes. It was so nice to see how she's grown in maturity, Ellis.
Yeah, and that really meant so much to Antoinette,
I
didn't
know.
it?
She got quite emotional because I think she felt like a weight had been lifted, didn't she?
And when she saw how much she could save without drastically changing her life,
yeah,
that's made a big difference.
It has.
Yeah.
I think good job.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you get some cushions though?
Just a few. Just a few.
No.